We dive straight into trouble as Lex Luthor alongside the Joker hack their way into a vault before they resort to brute force and blow the vault door open. The Joker uses acid to melt the safe open so they can retrieve a quantum trigger device. As soon as they grab it, all the alarms are sounded and they take off running, seemingly scared for their lives. They are chased by what appear to be superheroes. In an unusual turn of events, the Joker stays behind, sacrificing himself so that Lex can get away. The Joker is beaten and stabbed by a flaming sword before he self-detonates everyone in the room as Lex hears the explosion from a distance. The Justice League confronts Lex, but it is not the Justice League that we know. Before they can get him, Lex phases out of existence. Back to our reality. Superman is helping construct the Justice League's new headquarters with the help of the rest of the team. Of course, Batman is paying for everything and he also casually invents a teleport. Still on our Earth, Lex appears out of thin air and immediately goes to the nearest police station to hand himself in. Everyone is immediately on red alert and an entire task force monitors him while the Justice League arrives to find a naked Lex. Superman immediately figures that he's from a parallel Earth after X-raying his organs to find they're all inverted and seeing that the original Lex is still in prison. Back on the space station, Lex explains that he was the leader and only survivor of the Justice League in his world. They were all destroyed by the Crime Syndicate, a superpowered evil organization made of evil versions of the Justice League. There is no hope to stop them except for the original Justice League to go and stop them. Lex plants the quantum device in the ship as the team discusses what to do. In the meeting, the team discusses whether or not they'll help, and everyone agrees except for Batman, and they proceed without him. Back to the Crime Syndicate, Allman figures out that Lex solved the parallel Earth paradox and was able to travel between alternate worlds. Suddenly, the Justice League arrives at the scene not expecting to land in their laps. They begin fighting but finally meet their match with each hero facing off against his counterpart, but their experience gives them the edge. Green Lantern is about to be cut by a pair of scissors, so he plays rock. The Flash gets hypnotized for a moment before Wonder Woman snaps him out of it. Superman is beating everyone until Owlman arrives. Superwoman calls for help and Lex forces them to retreat. They all fly off but Owlman follows them in his plane, launching missiles and firing their way. Wonder Woman boards his plane and fights him there. The evil cavalry arrives and shifts the tide of the battle. They're stronger than Green Lantern's might and even Superman himself. Wonder Woman beats Owlman but he glides to safety. She catches the Flash from falling while Lex is still trying to fight. Seizing Owlman's plane, they save the team and turn the plane invisible before grabbing everyone and dipping. The cavalry tries to zap them but they get away. Later on in the Crime Syndicate's headquarters, they discuss business as well as Lex's new team, who Owlman warns should not be underestimated. He reveals a quantum device he's created. The Syndicate is tired of paying off government bribes, so their device will blow up the planet if the governments don't bow down. The next day, the president's daughter is giving a speech against the Crime Syndicate and urges the people to stand up against them. Meanwhile, Lex takes the team to the Joker's hideout, where Harley is a monkey. He shows the team the Big Six, where each member comes from a major crime family. Ultraman is the ultimate boss, and made men are given superpowers to serve as their lieutenants. Lex coordinates a joint attack, but Superman refuses to follow and comes up with a plan himself to divide their forces. Meanwhile, Owlman continues to search for the quantum trigger and manages to come up with a device to travel between Earths. While the Syndicate is conducting an operation, the Flash interrupts them and crashes the party. Green Arrow, or in this case Red Arrow, attacks him but the Martian Manhunter turns into a python and crushes him until an evil Black Canary starts screaming at him. To shut her up, the Flash grabs her and throws her in the water. Martian Manhunter destroys their ship and everyone else abandons it. In their second coordinated attack, Wonder Woman and Green Lantern arrive at a factory and she throws a truck to begin destroying the factory. The evil Wonder Woman confronts her and momentarily beats her to the ground. Green Lantern finds her but Wonder Woman refuses to let anyone else deal with her evil twin and delivers the smackdown on her. As they leave, they are watched by the evil Lantern from a distance. The following morning, Superman and Lex go and call out Ultraman but they are met by an evil Jimmy Olsen. They handle him and send out a signal to which Ultraman responds. Lex takes him on, but he is no match for the evil Kryptonian. Ultraman reminds him who he is before Lex whips out blue kryptonite, which is the only thing that can hurt him. He quickly beats him and the people rejoice as Ultraman is taken away in chains. Their celebrations are interrupted as they are taken to meet the president. The president, who is Deathstroke, is upset over their actions because he doesn't want to upset the Syndicate. They argue over the release of Ultraman until the president's daughter tells him to grow a backbone. Superman urges him with wise words to be brave, and the rest reaffirm that they will not stand down. Meanwhile, evil Flash is assembling Owlman's equalizing bomb. Superwoman catches Owlman's intentions of detonating the bomb regardless of what happens to destroy the world. He explains that since there are infinite Earths, life is insignificant on all Earths. Since Earth Prime is the original Earth, destroying it will destroy all reality and give his actions meaning. At the White House, the president warns his daughter of speaking out against the Syndicate, but she looks down on him. Ultraman crashes the house to threaten him and his daughter. reminding him that he killed the First Lady when she refused to stay quiet. He belittles the president and tells him that he has an equalizer of his own before flying off. Meanwhile, Owlman finds the quantum trigger and sends Superwoman over to retrieve it. But Batman is there. She arrives with 3 of her made men, and Batman immediately confronts them. He takes out the men before Superwoman destroys his suit. They corner him, but he teleports over some help. They take out the made men again, and Superwoman runs to grab the device as the made men prove to be a tougher challenge than they thought. Batman watches her as the fight continues in the other room. Black Lightning uses an exposed cable to power himself up and destroy the last of them. Batman sneaks up on Superwoman, but she's way stronger than he is. As she teleports back, Batman dives in after her and tags along for the ride, but he's now in enemy territory. Meanwhile, the president's daughter is still speaking out against the Syndicate. The Red Arrow targets her in an assassination attempt, but Martian Manhunter saves her and confronts the Arrow. His attacks are useless against the Martian, and he gets inside his head to terrify him before getting him arrested. Batman is still fighting Superwoman, and she notices that he reminds her of Owlman. She toys with him, but when he tries to hit her, she makes him pay for it by breaking a rib. He resorts to using anesthetic gas, which knocks her right out. She later wakes up restrained, and Batman confronts Lex about the device he's been hiding at their headquarters. Lex explains to them that the device could destroy the planet, but Superwoman comments that they're thinking on a small scale. At another Syndicate meeting, they stress that the people in law enforcement aren't scared of them anymore. One of the made men interrupts and hands Owlman the trigger that they found. While the multiverse is about to be wiped, Martian Manhunter leaves everything to go and spend time with the president's daughter. He claims that their minds are in tune and are fit for each other. Instead of kissing her, he shows her his entire life and sees hers too soon. The Martian says that he needs to know the Syndicate's hideout, and she replies that she can get this information out of her father. Turns out that their base is on the moon, and the Syndicate assembles the quantum bomb. The Justice League fly their way to the base. They get inside, but it feels a little bit too easy. Suddenly, they are confronted by the Syndicate. The quantum bomb gets armed, and Superwoman gets loose in the confusion. Superman takes out the evil Lantern, and a fight ensues between everyone in an all-out brawl. The Flash saves Batman from the evil Flash, while Batman takes on Owlman, and the Lanterns have a creativity battle. It is a battle of mirrors. The good guys beat their evil counterparts, except for Superman, but he is able to get the drop on Ultraman. Lex wakes up and tries to override the bomb but fails. Batman and Owlman continue to fight until Batman is taken out and Owlman locates Earth Prime and goes over with the bomb. Lex explains to everyone Owlman's true plan of destroying reality, and everyone stops fighting. Although Batman tracks his coordinates, he needs someone fast enough to vibrate at super speed to open up a portal. Of course, the Flash volunteers, but Batman tells him that he's too slow.
I volunteer! I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
But the evil Flash can do it, although it might be dangerous. The Flash is insulted as his evil version is the one holding a vibration speed until they open the portal. Batman goes in after Owlman, and Owlman explains that all branches of the universe originate from this Earth. Man and free will are the cause. He explains his desire to choose the only free choice: eradicate all the universes. They fight again, but Owlman is too brutal. Batman tries to get the drop on him, but he's too fast. In a last-ditch attempt, Batman tries talking to him, which distracts him enough for Batman to get the drop on him. But Owlman just keeps coming back. Finally, Batman counters him and ties him to the rocket, sending them away to a useless dead Earth, where there is a huge explosion, and the planet explodes. Batman returns and tells the evil Flash to stop vibrating, but he is horrifically aged. Everyone feels sympathy towards him, but Batman knew that this would happen, which is why he lied to the Flash about not being fast enough. As he dies, Ultraman is still hostile towards everyone. Martian Manhunter brings in the Space Marines, the perks of being with the president's daughter. Ultraman is taken in, and the president thanks them all. Later on, Martian Manhunter is still busy, and Wonder Woman urges him to stay in this universe, but he refuses to do so. Back on our original Earth, the Justice League comes back, and Wonder Woman keeps Owlman's plane as a souvenir. More heroes have joined in the League, and the universe is safe for now. This was one of the earliest stories to implement parallel universes in different Earths. Way before the obsession with the multiverse that we see in every movie today. Way before the MCU or all modern stories. This movie became an instant classic, giving us the fan favorite Owlman. Although he is a villain, most people love the character to this day and would love to see more of him in the future. Well, this brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me what you think about this film. Did you prefer Owlman to Batman? Which team do you think wins in a fair fight? Let me know in the comments below. I'll read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.